Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I want to talk about something that I've been struggling with lately that I don't have a great solution for. I know intellectually what the answer to the problem is, but I still can't seem to absorb it into my subconscious to actually believe this. I'm a pretty big believer in that we can't directly influence what we believe. We can believe things at a very intellectual level, but deep down we don't really believe many things, and we can't directly influence that, but we can indirectly influence that by the content that we consume, what we put into ourselves, the environment and the context in which we operate, and that can help us to absorb truth. That's why it's really good to listen to motivational type of things that remind you of what you want to become and what you want to really bring into your subconscious belief systems. Why it's good to listen to audiobooks that reinforce things, even things that you already know, and why it's also a good idea to surround yourself with the kind of people that have the mindset and beliefs that you want to acquire, right? Some of you have mindsets and beliefs where you think you're not good enough, you think you can't do it, you're afraid of failure, right? And you, at an intellectual level, you know that those things don't make sense, but at a deeper level, you can't really seem to get them into you. And so really the solution to that is to, like I said, read, all your inputs, read, listen to videos or watch videos, consume content, talk to people and be around people that hold the beliefs that you want to hold, and that will help you.
Tired of pushy recruiters sending you LinkedIn requests for jobs you have no interest in? Tired of blasting out resumes into the dark? If so, you should check out Hired.com. Hired.com flips job searching on its head by having top employers like Facebook come to you after you fill out one simple application. You also get your own job coach to help you on your next job search. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you at least fill out the application. Just go to Hired.com/simpleprogrammer, and when you get hired with Hired, you'll get double the normal sign-on bonus for using that link.
But so a little off topic, but what I want to talk about is this overwhelm that happens when you've got too much on your plate. You've got too many opportunities, and this is something that happens to me a lot. Is that I've got so much stuff going on. I've got so many emails, so many opportunities, so many things that I should or could be doing that I feel overwhelmed, and I feel like I have to tackle all of it, but I can't. I don't have enough. And really, that's a valuable thing. That's actually a good place to be, right? So what's a bad place to be is to not have enough opportunity, not have enough options, not to have enough possible paths to take, right? That's actually where you don't want to be. And so it's actually really valuable to have this overflow, to have so much business, so much opportunity that you can't get to it all and you can't address it all and you have to ignore some of it. And that's where I have a hard time. I have a very hard time ignoring, just archiving an email and not replying to it. I have a very hard time just letting go of possible opportunities, not making the most of every single opportunity. Instead, I know intellectually, like I said, that I need to cull the top whatever percentage, 50% that I can actually handle, and put my focus on that. So I thought I'd bring this up because this is something definitely that I'm struggling with, that at an intellectual level I could give you the advice, but I still can't assuage my mind to take that advice, to take it into the deeper part in the subconscious, to actually believe that this is a good thing, because my lizard brain, my want to be on top of everything, type A personality self, it wants to say, hey, you got too much stuff. You need to shut off this fire hose. And in reality, in business and in opportunities in life, you want to have too much, right? What you really want to do is you want to have so much stuff, so much opportunity that you're filtering and you're just picking the top whatever percent. I mean, if you're in a really great position, you'd have so much going on that you could only address and deal with the top 10%. So you'd be cherry picking the best of the best things to spend your time on. So again, this is a little bit of therapy for me today, so you'll have to excuse me that I'm making a video to coach myself. But if I'm coaching myself and trying to get myself to believe these things, then maybe it will help you as well. So, basically, what is the end goal? What can I say about this? Is don't worry. Don't worry so much if so much is coming in. Worry when you don't have a lot coming in. But when you've got so many options, when you've got so much opportunity, when you've got a lot of possible things that you could do, instead of feeling the overwhelm, think about how you can strategically, you got to be more strategic at that point. You got to say, okay, what if I'm going to go process my inbox, for example? I can't say I need to process it sequentially. I need to process it by priority. Or maybe I can hire someone to prioritize the items in my inbox, right? So these are the ways to think about this, or to think about the opportunities and some of the things that you're just going to have to lay and you're just going to have to leave. And if it's really important, it'll come up again. And I know that it gives you this really a painful feeling of incompleteness, but that's the reality of the situation. And just recognizing, I think that it's so much of a better place to be. And this is something that I struggle with. I still struggle with, like I said, just because I want things to be complete. I want things to be finished. I want to tie a bow on things and say that they're done. I don't like having emails in my inbox, right? That it stresses me out. It drives me nuts. I don't like having opportunities that I passed up on, that I haven't addressed at all or haven't looked into. I want to look into all those things, but what I need to do is focus my time, because I don't have enough time for all that. And so if you try to sequentially process your life and you try to sequentially do things, if it works great when you have enough time and enough bandwidth to get everything done. But when you don't, and if you're doing well, if you start to go on an uptrend in your career, in your life, in your business as an entrepreneur, you're going to hit that point. And it's a good point to hit, but then you have to shift. You have to shift from sequential to priority, right? I mean, really, you should be running your life by priority anyway. And if you've got enough time, you'll get it all done if you're not slacking. But it becomes ultra critical. So this is something I'm working on, is to try and do more of the shift of, I still have this video on how I plan my week, and I've got that here. And it's really based on getting everything done that I want to get done. And I have to shift that now. I have to start saying, okay, when I plan my day, when I plan my week, let's not plan it based on sequentially everything that needs to be done. Instead, let's look at what is the top 10% of things that need to be done. Let's put that there first. And then what's the bottom 20% that I'm just going to flat out ignore, which, my type A personality makes my heart skip a beat when I say that, but it's true, right? This is the reality of the situation. And the reality is, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. This is what you want. So you got to figure out how to deal with that. And when I say that, when I say you, I mean me, because I got to figure out how to deal with that. So I'm working on that. That's something that hopefully I'll be able to update you guys on and give you some better tips as I try to conquer that myself. But it does make my stomach turn, especially I'm here at a conference and I'm not able to act on some of the things that I want to be able to act on, because I just don't have the time. I have to be very selective with what am I going to work on. Shooting this video ended up being one of those because because YouTube is very important to me, and all of you are. So let me ask you to do one important thing for me. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.